Okay, we're recording this. Welcome everyone to the Devve Rangers weekly video call. And we have our good friend Patrick right now. He will be with us sharing some very nice information that he brought to me a couple of days ago. I'm very happy to hear what he has to say. And, just like I mentioned a second ago, we are official on all season. And as we all know, those that have been in crypto long and know how this works, most likely we will see all those blue chip pump. We've seen XRP pumping. Actually, Chainlink has been pumping like crazy too. Right now, 2190, insane. I have some very nice long positions right now open on Chainlink. I have some long positions open on Cardano as well. So these blue chips, are going to make a lot of gains, and then those gains will start migrating to the small cap like Devve. Now we are all expecting some news release from the team. We expect them to come out soon. Now, before we move forward with this video call, we want to let you guys know that everything we say here, everything you hear from us is our own opinion. We are not responsible for any decision that you make after listening to our opinions. We are Devve investors. We're Devve enthusiasts. We understand a lot what's going around, but we're not part of the team. So we don't know anything besides what's out there and the information that is public. But as investors, we take our time to do a little bit of investigation, connecting the dots, like we always said. And it's very not the thing we find. And then Patrick, one of the reasons why I decided to do this video call is because Patrick brought to me some very nice finding. And I'm telling you guys, the earlier the better. Again, at this point, we don't know if that's the case, just speculation, but makes sense. So Patrick, welcome again. Tell me, what time is it right now where you are?
Right now I'm in beautiful town of Garmisch-Partenkirchen, which you cannot pronounce, and I'm happy about that. That's south of Munich in the Alps, and it's 5 p.m. here. Already dark outside, snow is there, freezing cold, everything good.
Good, man. Enjoying that nice view. Here in Florida right now, we woke up at 42 degrees Fahrenheit. And I had to bring my jacket to take my kids to school because it's too cold.
Anyhow, I remember a picture of you when you've been a couple of months in the Alps. I think must have been maybe South Tyrol, something like that. And you had an Augustiner beer. That's my favorite beer which you had there. You've been there with Oscar somewhere in the Alps. I remember there was a picture somewhere in September.
Yes, I went to the Alps, and actually we landed in Switzerland. We drove down all the way to Italy, to the Tuscan region, and then we drove back to Switzerland and went through the Dolomite. There was some very nice towns in Switzerland in the Alps. It's beautiful, man. I love Switzerland. I've been there a couple of times. I've never been there during this time of the year. I would love to go there. It's a completely different view with the snow. But anyways, let's get back to business. Let's talk about Devve. We all know something's cooking, something's happening behind the scenes. We're expecting some news. It will be very smart for those news to release within the next few days because, hey, listen, all season's here. Everything's pumping. Everyone right now has that feeling that we're going to the moon. And we got to take advantage of it. So tell me, my friend, what are your thoughts about Devve, and what do you think is going to happen? I know you have something very nice to tell. Go ahead.
All right, I have some different ideas, theory about the news. Okay, and I get to that. So basically, I have three things in my mind, which could be, let's put it with our internal joke, it could be imminent, right? Imminent for us could be anytime. For Devve, it could be the next 10 years. So let's say the next week. Okay, let's keep it that way. Or let's say the next 9 days until the 15th, maybe. And therefore I have three different theories. I don't believe that they will give us the big bang monster huge announcement, which we're all waiting for, which is the exchange partner right away. I think they're going to build up the announcements. They will start with smaller announcements, which for other crypto projects, that smaller announcement would be huge, right? But for us, in our mindset, it's smaller because we're all waiting for the big bing, Buddha bam, right? So, but I get to that also. So my point of view, okay, I tell you first what I think that is, and that we have to dive maybe a few months behind, few months back, maybe in the summer or even before summer, just after Austin joined the Devve team. Austin was also one of us, right? He was an investor, he was in the Wales chart. And then Roger brought him actually into the Devve team.
Tell me a little bit about that. Let me tell you how this happened. I met Austin at another, and then you all know BitBoy Crypto. So we were both investors in BitBoy Crypto. Actually, I met him in Miami. Had lunch with him and had some nice conversation. And then we lost money on his. Let me just put. But at the time he was trying. We were both trying to help. You know, he has a very unique character, as you know. I still like the guys, don't get me wrong. I have nothing against. However, we got together after that, and then we kind of became friends. You know, we started talking about crypto. You know, he learned my story and, you know, how I made money in crypto and how he made money in crypto. And then at that time, it was very early during Devve. It was about to be launched. And then as soon as it launched and then we started that initial pump, I sent him some information, and then he liked the fact that it was a layer one, and he started investing in that to the point that he still had probably bigger than what it was at the beginning, especially now that he knows which I don't know. Anyways, then of course, you know, he has talent. I mean, Austin is really good. He's a good speaker. He understands the crypto market. So I got a chance to introduce him to the Devve. Of course, they love him. Now, of course, Devve hired him. He works for him. And Austin went all in on him. This guy literally went all in, and he brought his family. So think about that for a second. Think about that. So, and then of course now he's one of the lead team member. I'll say. I mean, he's the one that is out there putting all this content. So continue, Patrick.
So basically, then when Austin became Devve team, he became the head of announcements or whatever his job title is, communication, whatever, head of communications, right? He's one, and I think he's one of the biggest private investors, maybe after Roger, I guess. So when Austin became team, and then of course soon it started this partner thing. So this partner thing is going on a few months already, maybe 5 months in our daily minds and talks. And at the beginning, it was like, oh, it's a financial service partner. So everybody, financial service partner. What are the big five? Roger had the theory Citadel because Ray flew in to Texas, but didn't, or no, not to Texas, to Florida somewhere, but didn't want to meet with Roger. So most probably too busy, blah, blah, blah. We had the wildest speculations going on, right, about the financial service. Then my theory for how many months was very clear. It's JP Morgan Chase. I no doubt it would be. I was 100% sure. Okay. Then the next thing was we got a little bit of bits. Now it's a technology company. And I said, fuck me, financial service or technology. What is it now, right? And then I wrote Austin. I even wrote Tom, I guess, right? So basically I said, what is it now? And then finally it took really a month for me. Sometimes it's very slow. It may click. I said, okay, they're talking about a financial service company, which is a technology company. And then I said, holy cow, can that be? And I had weird things in my mind, going at whatever, 8 million transactions per second and whatever, not my mind goes left and right? So I said, technology partner, financial service, biggest in the world. I said, holy cow, that must be an exchange. And that was before they announced it as an exchange. I thought that must be an exchange, right? And so we go on, and I had this theory, okay, and everybody knows my new theory after JP Morgan Chase that it's NASDAQ. So now it came, that's my theory since a few weeks, months maybe. And then it came the announcement, okay? And I write it in chats, right? And everybody, crazy about it.
Hold on for a second. Let me try to connect the dots. So when you started this investigation, you know, this Illuminati investigation. Well, first of all, we were talking about Citadel. Of course, you know, they're partnering with BlackRock to launch this change in Texas. And then we were thinking about maybe JP Morgan because, of course, they've been involved in carbon credit. But now what you're you're saying it's a technology company. Again, guys, this is Patrick's opinion, okay? It's what he think it is, what he found, connecting the dots. So you're thinking it has to do with NASDAQ, correct?
Okay, listen, dig into it, right? So since a few weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks or longer, we get the information now. Okay, it's an exchange. DV needs an exchange partner, and then we hear it's one of the biggest exchanges in the world.
Top five, like a top 5 financial company in the world, which makes sense.
Okay, and now you basically turn on your Google machine and you put what are the biggest exchanges in the world. Okay, you have New York Stock Exchange number 1, cannot be. It's not a technology provider. Number 2, NASDAQ. Hello. NASDAQ, if you read on their website, NASDAQ Financial Technology provides mission-critical capital markets, regulatory technology solutions. Now listen closely. To more than 3,500 banks, brokers, regulators, financial infrastructure operators, and buy-side firms globally. That's a technology company. Finished, period. Okay? It was the first technology company which became 1971 in April as an exchange. So by the very beginning, by the nature of the fucking NASDAQ business in 1971, that was a technology company, a disruptive technology company. And if you listen to the interview of the NASDAQ CEO, which I posted today in our groups, Adina Friedman, she's since 10 years the CEO of NASDAQ. And in the interview, she said,
aren't they involved in carbon credits as well?
I get to that, my friend. And she says, well, the nature of our business is to be a disruptive technology provider. Okay, disruptive. Listen to that word. What are we? We are disruptive, right? So then she puts on her flag that because of her initiative, NASDAQ moved to become a cloud native company. So from on-premises where their own servers and everything is running well, right? With all their trillions transactions every day, they moved into the cloud. Now listen to that. She said in that interview, and that interview was just a month ago, right? She said in that interview, we moved into the cloud to become a cloud native, 100% cloud company within 12 months. Now that is record speed. That is mind blowing for anybody who knows what that is, right? Now, she also said in that same interview that NASDAQ has a majority stake in a company called Puro.earth. Now I googled Puro.earth. Puro.earth, we're the leading crediting platform for engineered carbon removal. That's carbon credits, my friend. That company was bought by NASDAQ when? 3 years ago. So then I looked deeper into her posts and whatever she writes and that and da-da-da-da-da. She's very active on LinkedIn, social network, right? And she writes there, I think, when did she write there? Maybe 5 months ago. Oh, 5 months ago. That's coincidence, huh? She wrote there that they own this company, Puro Earth, in 3 years, blah, 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 blah. She's aware of the challenges they have. Yet, key challenges remain. Our 2024 survey of the state of carbon markets highlights that price transparency, market efficiency, fragmentations, among the biggest challenges facing in the industry. Hello, who can save them? Who can provide transparency to their business, right? So now think about 5 months ago, we were expecting a news about who the partner is. Now that's 5 months ago. She also posted, shit, we have a problem with transparency with that ESG business. Now we know Devve, especially Ray, our CEO, he loves ESG, right? He loves to save the world for good reasons, right? So basically, my theory is that 5 months ago, they had already that deal when we all were expecting it in the summer times, right? They said, stop for a minute. We make that bigger. We help you with that ESG stuff as well. That is my theory, okay? It could be that's why we have a delay in that. And I'm still deadly sure that this partner will be NASDAQ. Because number 3 of the biggest stock exchanges, Tokyo, forget it. Never noticed anybody of team flying to Tokyo, forget it. Shanghai, China, we cannot do business. Hong Kong, greater part of China, we cannot do business. London, not part of the European Union. And before they said it will be European Union, not in the US, now they changed it to the US. Now you say, oh, NASDAQ is not in the European Union. Wrong. Look who owns the NASDAQ exchange. That's the NASDAQ Inc. The NASDAQ Inc. owns 5 exchanges in Europe.
So they're connected with 5 exchanges.
Of course, they're connected one-to-one. So we have a technology company, which is an exchange, which is the biggest 5 in the world. Who does ESG?
Don't forget, guys, Devve Stream just got listed on NASDAQ in record time. It is the first carbon credit public company that is trading.
So that is my theory all based. Of course, that's all a theory. And I must say, okay, I'm deadly sure now, okay? 2 months ago, I was deadly sure about something completely different, right? So it's just my opinion and my research and what I'm digging, okay? Do your own research and no financial advice. It's just when I'm connecting the dots, from my point of view, it cannot be anything else. I also see that...
What's the volume that NASDAQ has? I mean, I can't even think. It's in the
daily volume. Was it 20 or 30 trillion? I'm not sure. It's huge. It's just huge. It's like huger than anyone can say. It's just massive. But the point is also, NASDAQ has a reason. Georgia, listen, my friend. NASDAQ has a reason to go into the boat with Devve, right? NASDAQ, I'm not saying about the turnover, but the money they make, their capital, their money they make is only 4 billion a year. Now Binance makes 16 billion a year. Why? Because NASDAQ is dealing with whatever. Who buys dealing with NASDAQ? Maybe the big one. Again, we're coming back to the Citadel, we're coming back to BlackRock, we're coming back to whoever it is. So they go to NASDAQ and say, okay, I'm trading on your platform, pay you 0.01%. But who's dealing on Binance? That's you, that's me, that's those guys. And Binance says, yo, well, you're a little guy, I don't give a shit about you. I charge you 0.8% or whatever it is. So they make 16 billion. NASDAQ makes 4 billion. So what is the logical move from NASDAQ? They have to get into the space. I think there's even a Forbes article where they wrote about NASDAQ is getting into the space in crypto. And NASDAQ, if you even dig deeper, they're trying to get into blockchains in 2015. I found the first article from NASDAQ in 2015 that they were looking into blockchain.
And they said, I mean, some of the team members mentioned that they try to pitch them, other companies try to pitch them many times until Devve brought the technology to the financial company or the partner.
And there is something which I think we have to switch our mindset. Okay, I don't think we are selling our technology to NASDAQ. That's not going to happen because the exchange will be called Devve Exchange, right? So what does this mean? It means we are using their whatever existing contracts, their liquidity pools, whatever they have. In layman terms, we're using NASDAQ as a white label solution, and then we put our
Europe, right? I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. There's other exchanges in Europe.
Yeah, there's other exchanges as well. So basically, Devve can still sell a shard to this Texas exchange, which will definitely not be from Devve, but Devve can sell a shard there, no problem. Nobody would know it's running on DevX, because it doesn't need to know anybody. Because that's the S2 business, right? That's not the exchange business. That's the S2 business. So why not selling your technology left and right? That's what they're all doing, and they're all interconnected.
The other thing, the tokenization of assets, like gold, for example, gets tokenized, can be traded at our exchange. But how about tokenization of? I think that's coming. Makes sense. Connect the dots, right? I mean, NASDAQ.
That makes sense.
The blockchain. If you want to tokenize stocks, why not partner with a blockchain like us? Yeah. So it makes makes sense. I mean, why will
it make sense for everybody? It makes sense for everybody. But I don't think they will announce that quite yet, okay? The next point is because what we know, what's been said, it's all public information, right? It's where we can read it on the public domain. We can all dig in. Everybody can dig into it, right? I'm not getting any information from anyone, right? This is all just what I'm connecting from whatever I read or not, or hear or not, or whatever I remember what Austin said 6 months ago, right? So the next point is, okay, they have an announcement, which I think will come this week or next week, doesn't matter to me. The first announcements will be the new team members because they're hired. They need stuff for that. If I want to have an exchange business, which is dealing with guys from NASDAQ, which I think, okay, you need a really senior head of exchange, whatever, chief of exchange, whatever, director of exchange, whatever you want to title you want to give him, it doesn't matter, right? Ray cannot do anything. Tom cannot do everything, right? They need someone for that. Now we go deeper in the old DevX, Devve presentations, documentations, all public domain. Nothing with NDA. Okay. You look in Devve games, you look in Devve, and basically there's always one name coming back somehow. It's the name which doesn't mean shit to you and to me and to anybody of us crypto heads. And we don't know that guy, but that doesn't matter because the big CEOs of the world, from Bill Gates, those kind of level, they know him. So we don't need to know him. Okay, we are crypto heads. Who gives a shit about us? That is a different kind of dimension we're talking. So those guys know this guy, and this guy gonna start, from my opinion, today, because you hire always on the first of the month. I mean, I'm in human resources, I'm a headhunter. You do this for different reasons, right? You do it for payroll reasons, you do it for onboarding reasons. The new staff needs to get his new ballpen, company branded, he needs to get access to the systems, he needs his laptop, his cell phone, blah, blah, blah. So later on, you hire 100 people a month, so you always do it on one day of the month, and usually the first. So my belief is today this guy started working for Devve. That's my belief, okay? Let him be working, starting on the 15th.
They didn't mention.
Okay, I give you a hint. I don't tell you the name, okay? Because that would be too easy, that I'm doing all the digging hours and hours and sitting there until 1 a.m. at night. On the other hand, I was 2.5 months in the hospital. So
you have like a whole detective report, you know, with names and with the lines to others.
Brother, I was 2.5 months now in hospital, so I had a lot of time to dig into shit, right? So basically, he's written all over this guy. We just don't know him, and that's why we don't see him. But I'm sure he's not.
You've been digging LinkedIn. I'm pretty sure you've been digging LinkedIn.
I mean, I've done. At the presentations, all presentations from Devve, I'm looking at the Medium articles. I'm looking at who are the advisors, who are the advisors mentioned early when they try to sell Devve in the pre-sale, the Devve games, the Devve ads. I'm looking at every document I can find, and then I find one guy. I tell you the last name, and all of you. I mean, that's like a generic last name, but then within the next 15 days that I'm not bullshit talking. His last name is Stewart, and the rest you'll find out yourself. Stewart, written at the end with a T. T at the end, not with a D. It's a T. And I'm 100% sure they hired that guy. But that is the guy they need to run that exchange. Because that guy has the experience to run an exchange. That is the guy who has the connections. That's the guy who has Bill Gates' number on speed dial. And the next thing, Bill Gates. Bill Gates knows who calls him, right? I mean, I know Bill Gates, but he doesn't know me, so it doesn't help, right? Bill Gates knows. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying no Bill Gates. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's Jeff Bezos who gives a shit, right? But I'm talking about this league, right? So, and if that name will be announced, and if you can Google now, but that's a name like, I mean, it's like.
And let me tell you guys, this video that I'm recording right now, I'm gonna keep it on this chat. Okay, I'm not gonna post it on X, and I'm not gonna post it on YouTube yet. I'm gonna do it in the future. First of all, you know, like I say, it's just our honest idea. We're speculating here, but at the same time, if what Patrick's saying right and is 100% true, and he's right, you guys have a very good opportunity. Just learning and having this information in your hand is very valuable.
Okay, that's the one guy. I hired another guy today, and that's the chief marketing officer, right? So. Marketing, I think that is the bottleneck of Devve right now. I mean, really, that is also my main worries, to be honest, right? Because 25 years back, I worked for a company called McAfee. That was antivirus, intrusion detection, intrusion prevention.
We know who the guy is.
Okay, you know who the guy is. Okay, crazy shit. Okay, I worked there. Company was sold to whatever network associates, right? I was product manager of PGP, pretty good privacy. It was end-to-end encryption of email during them. Wow, hot shit. I was product manager of McAfee ASAP, right? Which was during this time a kind of a cloud thing already, right? Just the term cloud didn't exist. So McAfee was wow. It was the hot shit technology-wise speaking, right? And we sold sold it to companies, the biggest companies in Europe. We sold the McAfee shit. The problem is McAfee didn't want to make advertising. So there was the Norton antivirus, the yellow shitty boxes, which standing in every shop you go, it's the boxes. So everybody had Norton antivirus in their mind. And we always had to explain why McAfee is so wow. So and that from that time, I'm really branded that I see, I don't see it, but I hope it will not happen to TV, that we have the hottest shit, I mean, hotter than sliced bread, but we don't tell it to anybody. So marketing-wise, I hope with the new CMO that they put the finger out of their ass and really start moving now. Because they need to get all on it. They need to use They need to use the momentum now. And I hope with the new CMO, which I hope starts working today. I don't know the name. I don't have any hints. I heard something which I cannot remember. But from what I hear, I think it was in one of the discussions that he has experience with some of the big crypto platforms or whatnot. So that is very important to hire the exchange dude and the chief marketing officer. That is really, really, really crucial. And with the chief marketing officer, and if you see the tokenomics, there should be 13 million token available for marketing. And they haven't been spent until now. So they have to spend that now. So Roger, if you have access to Tom, Ray, whoever is in that team, tell them, guys, spend it now.
Yeah, we're gonna start putting pressure on that because we need some marketing going. As soon as all this blue chip pumped and the profits are gonna be looking for other projects, and then we need to be there for it. So I think marketing is gonna be something important.
Okay, another thing I wanted to say about this Adena Friedman, the CEO of NASDAQ. Okay, and that's why I don't buy the story. Well, the other party is so slow. You know, big companies are so slow. Big companies are not slow. Okay. My clients right now are big company, multinational companies. They're not slow. If they want something fast, they are fast, right? She said in that interview, very clear, nothing can move fast enough. If I would be now a sales to this TV, I would call her up, say, listen, nothing can move fast enough. Let's move fast enough, lady. Right? So there is always options, right? And you can reach those people. So another news, because today I'm in a news mode. So we have the new hire, guys, right? We know all what's going on. Things are delayed somehow. There was also something from Mango Steve maybe 2.5 months ago on the official channel where he said, somebody was asking about staking. He said, yeah, soon you will be able to restake and the time will not be reset. Right now you reach the 9 months, right? And you want to stake more, your time gonna be reset, so you start from zero, which sucks, right? I want to stake a lot of DVs. I want to actually, but I'm not doing it because my staking period from one contract is already over. I have my staking on different accounts. The next big one, the 9 months one, I think is in March. So why should I reset that to zero? That I'm committing more. There's no reason. There's no logic in it, right? And then Mango Steve said this will change soon. So how soon is soon? Is 2.5 months not soon enough? So I gave a question when that will happen and tagged Mango Steve in the official. I didn't get an answer. I wrote him a DM. I didn't get an answer. Now I'm thinking, Mango Steve knows me from SAF time when we were communicating and I wanted to increase my pre-sale and whatnot. And I was already communicating with him. So why does he write me back all of a sudden? Now I'm thinking, holy cow, if I want to change the smart contract on a ERC20 right now, that restaking would not reset time. I would need to write a new smart contract. So probably he thought during this time that soon we will be on our native chain. But
that's the reason what
delay, because the native chain can only be used once we have an exchange. That is my theory. So things got delayed, and most probably what I'm thinking, because of the Guru.Earth company, which is owned by NASDAQ, and we are Hotshot ESG blockchain. Now coming back to the next news, which I'm hoping which nobody talks again anymore since, I don't know, a couple of weeks. Before it was really the hot cow. It was that island nations and Ray and Dano flying to United Nations and blah 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 and flying to the Bermudas, Bahamas, Trinidad, Tobago, West Indies. I don't know where that meeting was and whatnot, right? But it was all over. And now
Well, we know he was in the Caribbean, right? I mean, we know he was in the Caribbean.
wherever it was, but it was all over, and everybody, wow, Ray's there, wow. With Bellum is there, Bellum Tamayo, right? The business development lady DV has. So, and all of a sudden, it's so quiet around the whole thing. What happened to that? Why is it so quiet about that? And now we keep on thinking, okay, what island nations do they talk now? Is it one island nation, which could be Bahamas, could be Philippines, could be Singapore, whatever not. It's one island nation. Or do they talk, because I look then into island nations, what is that? Island nations with an S, plural, right? And island nations is a association like the European Union, right? Like the APEC for Asia Pacific region, right? So they're the island nations. And now I'm thinking, oh, do they talk to the island nations and trying to get a deal? So most probably, and I'm thinking, because we don't hear anything about this at all anymore, that for them, this deal is done, this deal is closed, and they're just putting it in the pipeline of announcement. Because if we say we have a deal with any government, and it doesn't matter if it's the Bahamas, it's Singapore, if it's the Philippines, by the way, there's a big deal with Devve signed last week, if you followed the news. If it's a deal, maybe with Switzerland, because somehow forever association is in Switzerland. Whatever it is, any country will give us so much credibility.
Did you just say Switzerland?
That is what? Yeah, Switzerland. Forever is in Switzerland, right? And somehow I have also a feeling there's also something going on. But that's more or less a feeling, because the Swiss exchange, right? Just through some whatever, cannot talk too much here right now, I would be able to open them the door to the Swiss exchange, which is the sixth group. Most probably to the decision maker, maybe even about technology. And I told them, listen, if you want to, let me know. But they said, yeah, we'll let you know if it's needed. Thank you, bye-bye. Didn't come back to me. So most probably they have some fire, some things there in the fire, whatever. I don't know. Something. I'm just assuming others forgot me.
This is very entertaining, man. This is like...
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's super soap opera here.
It gets better, every moment it gets...
But my friend, it doesn't matter if it's Switzerland, is it the Bahamas, it's Trinidad, Tobago, West Indies. It doesn't matter. If it's one country that's announced that has a deal with TV to use the blockchain for their whatever ESG or for whatever, doesn't matter, for the healthcare system, it doesn't matter for what. That gives us so much credibility, because I don't know how many blockchain, how many crypto companies you know right now, all of you had who has government contracts. How many do you know?
Yeah,
without
sure.
Googling?
With
is
that you or you?
Yeah, it's me. Because regarding for the government contract, we don't have to forget that we were already in an eco visa with France, so they have a connection. So that will not be a surprise.
Sure. Yeah,
that's true.
But it's not on our radar anymore. We don't talk in our chats anymore about it. And I think this will just one day pop bang. And this is what I mean with small news. That's what we call small news. That are massive monster, big shit news for any other crypto company. Because we only have in our mind when exchange partner. Because the exchange partner comes in the end, and then we're going to the moon. But with all the other news, we're going already to $10 or $5. I mean, it depends which one they bring. We go to $2 in no time. The last time we went to $2 in 3 days without news.
News like what you're saying right now rolls out, we'll be at $10. We'll be at $10.
Maybe $10. If they do some marketing. I'm just afraid that McAfee moment happened again like 25 years ago. No marketing done. We have the best technology. No marketing done.
Yeah.
You have
No,
to pay
I'm
the
sure.
calls.
I am sure.
I hate the calls. I hate the calls by heart. I lost so much money because of missed calls. On the other hand, we need them. We need them.
I'm pretty sure as soon as news start rolling out, we're going to get that. And I did hear something, a little bit about marketing. And I think that's something that is going to, and because I did a little bit of connections and with some calls, and I think something might be coming soon. So I am assuming, follow after the announcement. And listen, guys, I mean, the fact that we have this idea in front of ahead of it's like me, when let's just have a little bit of fun, when we when we brought the Tema Meme token to the table, that everyone got in and did a 10x really quick. It's just about opportunity.
Me not. I forgot to sell.
You're gonna get your chance. But we did a lot of money, and I congratulate those that got in. And you know, that was just a little playing, a little gamble. But my point here is having access to information firsthand. Even though it's not coming official, because of course, you know, Patrick and me, that we're just investors. But you know, all these ideas, all this speculation, might be true. And if that's the case, I mean, there you have it. This, you learn it first at the Ranger channel coming from Patrick, and we know our price is not gonna stay there very long after something as big as what Patrick is talking about gets released. It's gonna explode, and then everyone that for some reason sold, it's gonna come back in even at a higher price. Everyone out there that doesn't know about us are gonna learn about Devve, and then all you have to do is sit and relax. I mean, as soon as your backs are filled, we get a news like this release. All you have to do is sit back and enjoy the ride.
I got FOMO when Devve hit 150 and kept buying like crazy. And it hit $2, and I'm the king of the world. Finally, I hit the jackpot. Finally, the crypto god is with me. Then we went to 210 or whatever, 220. And I mean, yeah, wow, now we're making money. Huh? And then it went down like this, huh? And then it went again to 150. And I said, oh, that's a good chance for DCA. I buy more. And it went to $1. I said, oh yeah, now I can buy more. There's a crazy shit chance for DCA. And then at 90 cents, I thought, why are they not doing those marketing? Yeah, I'm finally losing my money. Yeah? And
what's the lowest price that you got in? What's the lowest?
The lowest 13 cents.
When's that? 13?
13 that was in September.
Oh.
You know, it went really down. It went to 13 cents, and I didn't want to buy anymore. But then I said, okay, I have to work on my average. So
we're already in it. No, I keep buying. I'll tell you. I mean, if we can buy some more before this gets released. I mean, I think if it goes past 60 cents, I might stop buying. Not because it's not a good deal. Trust me, if you get $1, $2 Devve, it goes to $10, $100. It's still a good. But I'm gonna have so much Devve that I won't have to worry. That's my.
You have so much, Roger. You have more than you can ever spend it.
I'm gonna tell you this, guys. I'm gonna tell you. Believe it or not, I mean, between what the whales, and I know a lot of whales. I mean, I know all of them, because in order for them to be in the whale chat, we gotta interact, okay? And I understand and I know what their balances are, because they have to share, and I keep that private. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if you send me your information because you want to get in the whale chat, I keep that private. But my point to is, I identify some whales that have a very strong position, and then we talk, and then they're really supporting the project. And our group really holds a very big percentage, okay? And I think the team respects. Okay, and I think what Patrick's saying right now, and then the suggestions that we make about marketing and doing something, they listen. I mean, they have to. I mean, somehow we are the supporters. Not that we're going to go out there and just because we get upset, we're going to start selling. That's not going to happen. But again, I mean, you want to keep a very good relation with those large investors. Like they said, I mean, don't poke a big whale in the eye, because you might be sorry later. So, I mean, we don't want to win. We don't want to make anyone upset. We want everyone to be happy, everyone to be aligned with the vision, bring Devve to another level, bring the technology to another level, make those partnerships. And then it's going to be a one point in this process. You don't have to worry about anything. You're going to have to worry about what are you going to do with all the money. That's going to be your main concern. But we are important in this ecosystem. We're very important, and they listen. And then I'm going to tell you, I mean, I made a little joke the other day in the main chat, okay? In the main chat, I was they're not allowed to talk about. Someone posted questions about price, and then Tom responded to them that, that's not the channel to. So I went ahead and I saw an opportunity. Well, let me promote the Devve. I said, listen, come to the Devve Rangers. We can talk about price. And then that post got deleted by one of the administrators. And I was joking, I said, poke me in the eye and find out. I was just making a joke because he deleted my post. And I'm going to tell you, within seconds, I had at least 3 messages at a very high level just thinking that what happened. I said, no, I was just joking. Nothing happened, you know. But I mean, we have very good leverage. You know, Patrick, he does a lot of good things for the project as an investor. I'm not part of the team, you know, and I think I'm doing my part. Just like I see a lot of you guys, just by sharing on X or buying Devve. You know, we have our good friend here. I think he was here a little bit ago. I don't know if he left. Oh, he's still here. BV Metals. I mean, everyone knows him by the different name, but you know, I love this guy. He's very enthusiastic about Devve. He's been buying Devve a lot. Made a lot of money on Tema. I think he still owns a lot of Tema, and I'm pretty sure those gains will come to Devve pretty soon. So we are important, guys. All of you are important into this. I really appreciate the support. Let's grow this channel. Let's start inviting others to our channel. Let's engage on Twitter or X, I'm sorry. And I think the information that you just learned today from Patrick, or at least this idea, okay, what might happen, it's a very important. It's an information that can give you a little edge with those that don't have a clue what's happening. And then again, don't believe everything we're saying. Okay, this is just our own opinion. Do your own research. Crypto is high risk, high reward, but at least now we know with Devve we're good. I mean, this is a good project. It's a legit project. It's not going anywhere, and it's coming, guys. It's coming. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Patrick, listen, thank you very much for your time. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Unless someone out there has anything to say, open your mic. And I'll give you a couple minutes to share your thought. Otherwise, we'll just finish the call. Anyone out there?
Thank you, Patrick, for the information.
Guys, it's just what I'm thinking, okay? And then I approached Roger, I said, Roger, this is going on in my mind. Tell me where I'm wrong. And he said, let's do a call. Okay, that's just what I'm thinking, okay? Do your own research, no financial advice. I don't know everything. It's just the dots.
We're going to come to you. We're going to come to you in the near future, and we're going to thank you.
I'm already afraid of you.
This is the time. This is the time where you're going to be able to make a difference. Crypto is wild. 1,000x from where we are will make everyone listening right now a fucking millionaire. And some of us are going to be billion. So stick with us. Make sure you grow those back. And I'll see you next time. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you, guys. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye.